Lincoln has the opportunity to be a social leader in this country. We have been casually ignoring a problem that has gotten so out of control that our children are throwing around names and words without even understanding their true meaning and treating things as though they're normal. I go into nice family restaurants and I see people throwing this name around and pretending as though everything is just fine. I'm talking about boneless chicken wings. Boneless chicken wings are just chicken tenders, which are already boneless. I don't go to order boneless tacos. I don't go and order boneless club sandwiches. I don't ask for boneless auto repair. It's just what's expected. We can take these steps and show the country that where we stand, and that we understand that we've been living a lie for far too long. And we know it because we feel it in our bones.
Yes! Yes! Finally! Finally, we're talking about the real issues in this country. I know everything's going on in Portland. Heck, I'm 20 minutes north of Kenosha. I can see it from my upstairs window. But nobody's talking about the important things. Nobody has the absolute brass ones to show up at their city council meeting and take on one of the biggest open lies in this country. The boneless wing. Now, I understand that there are some serious things going on in this country, but that doesn't mean that we can allow this lie to persist. One bold, one heroic, one absolute Chad from Nebraska showed up at his city council meeting to stand up for the regular person. The person who's just so sick and tired of being lied to. Yeah, I like boneless wings when I don't want to get all messy. But yeah, they're just bumpy chicken nuggets. Everyone knows that. It's not like they deboned the wing. And this is what you get. Worldwide coverage. One man's plea to his city council to rename boneless wings. Nothing about boneless wings actually comes from the wing of a chicken, he told Lincoln, Nebraska Council. We've been living a lie. The city council meeting on Monday in Lincoln, Nebraska started like many others. A library board appointment, applications to sell liquor, questions to the park department about trenching and boring. About 2 hours into the meeting, though, a man walked to the lectern in an elevated barroom debate alongside others like, is a burrito a sandwich and is what isn't a ravioli? To the matter of civic importance, a grievance that was so petty that almost could not help but find an audience in hundreds of thousands. Petty? No wonder the New York Times is dying. You're not connected with the real people. Lincoln has the opportunity to be a social leader in this country. The man Ander, I'm going to guess is pronounced Christensen, petitioned to create a second level of Chad, the Onder. We have been casually ignoring the problem that has gotten so far out of control that our children are throwing around names and words without even understanding their true meaning, treating things as though they're normal. He presented his proposal, which we'll take a look at some parts of, that we as a city remove the name boneless wings from our menus and our hearts. No one interrupted. He started to rattle off his reasons, which were in line with the complaints of many, many commenters online. Nothing about boneless wings actually comes from the wing of a chicken. One person applauded loudly. A city councilman, Roy Christensen, who is Mr. Christensen's father, spoke up to say, quote, I would just like to comment here for the record, that's my son, he said with good humor and maybe some pride. The speech was a joke. I don't think it was. But it wasn't a joke, the younger Mr. Christensen said in an interview Wednesday. I would love nothing more than to have boneless wings removed from menus, he said. Don't call it something it's not. For years, the question of whether he wanted wings with or without bones at restaurants bothered him more and more, he said. I'm asking for wings. Why are you saying, do you mean a chicken breast? Right? He decided to take his complaint to the city council because the meeting was the biggest platform he had. You're about to have a much larger one, my friend. He did not warn his father. I walked in that room thinking this was going to be something fun that ends at the end of the day, he said. Now I actually think something could happen, and I'm excited. Well, I'm proud of you, Anders. This is what I'm talking about. Don't sit and whine on Twitter about things you don't like. Be a person of action. Get down to your city council meeting. Nothing changes without your involvement. By Wednesday evening, the video had been seen more times than there were people living in Lincoln. Officially, the issue is being taken under advisement by the city council. The elder Mr. Christensen said in an interview, frankly, this is an issue that's far too large for a stage like the Lincoln, Nebraska City Council, he said. This is probably something that would have to be addressed by the Department of Agriculture, since they take care of all labeling. It's gotten over 3 million hits. We may as well take this to a national level. The USDA did not immediately reply to the question about its guidance for labeling wings. Its 2005 policy book does not appear to distinguish between boneless and bone-in wings, but says that meat or poultry products cooked with certain mild or spicy sauces can be labeled buffalo style or even made in buffalo, but the department adds buffalo wings is a fanciful term that requires a descriptive name. Many wing lovers sneer at the boneless variety, which is usually made of deep frying slices of chicken breast that have become a staple at restaurants over the last 2 decades. But wings with bones continue to be more popular in general. The NPD Group, a market research company, found that in 2017, the chicken wing dilemma, more than 60% of wings served at restaurants had bones. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to get destroyed in the comments for this or not. Finally tried Wingstop. I'm like, it's chain wings. They're going to be trash. I know what I'm getting when I go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Mediocre wings. But the same mediocre wings every time I go. All right? And $9 drinks. I ordered some Wingstop after a friend of mine was like, dude, I know, but just try it. They're pretty good. I'm not saying they're the best wings I've ever had, but good on you, Wingstop. And yes, of course, they were bone in. Let's take just a little look at some of the absolute. Again, we're getting rid of Chad. We're going with Anders. The absolute Anders.
I promise I won't take up too much of your time here. My name is Ander Christensen.
Oh, crap. I mispronounced it the whole time. It's Ander. My apology. I went with Anders because, I thought of Workaholics. Anders. Petition to rename Chad to Anders.
I live at 1212 Twin Ridge Road.
Yeah.
Lincoln has the opportunity to be a social leader in this country. We have been.
Now, I want you to keep an eye on the attendees.
Casually ignoring a problem that has gotten so out of control that our children are throwing around names and words without even understanding their true meaning.
It's true. All this, it really is a problem.
Treating things as though they're normal. I go into nice family restaurants and I see people throwing this name around and pretending as though everything is just fine.
It's not.
About boneless chicken wings. I propose that we as a
You
city
hear somebody laugh.
That we as a city.
Now just wait. Absolute Anders right here. I mean, no character break. He knows what's about to happen.
Remove the. Excuse me, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Come on. I propose that we as a city remove the name boneless wings from our menus and from our hearts. These are our reasons why. Number one, nothing about boneless chicken wings actually come from the wing of a chicken.
Good point. Very good point.
We would be disgusted if a butcher was mislabeling their cuts of meats, but then we go around and pretending as though the breast of the chicken is its wing. Number two,
Disgusting.
boneless chicken wings are just chicken tenders, which are already boneless. I
Right?
don't go to order boneless tacos. I don't go and order boneless club sandwiches. I don't ask for boneless auto repair. It's just what's expected.
Good point.
And then number three, we need to raise our children better.
Yes. Yes. Raise our children better.
Are raised being afraid of having bones attached to their meat. That's where meat comes from. It grows on bones.
Yes. Normalize bone meat, everybody.
We need to teach them that the wing of a chicken is from a chicken, and it's delicious. I propose that we rename boneless wings in the city of Lincoln. We can call them buffalo-style chicken tenders.
That's
we can
fine.
call them wet tenders. We can call them saucy nugs or trash.
Or trash. I think we know which side of the aisle Anders is in the bone-in versus boneless wings debate.
We can take these steps and show the country that where we stand, and that we understand that we've been living a lie for far too long.
Yes.
And we know it because we feel it in our bones.
Okay, hold it down. Please.
I would like to just comment here. For the record, that's my son.
Absolute mad lad. Hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that like button if you want to get in on the debate to remove boneless wings from the dictionary. I mean, we're already removing so many other offensive terms. Why not one that's an obvious lie? I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.